My name is Bryce Cook. I've worked at Volkswagen for over 4 years. Originally, I'm from Fairbanks, Alaska, and moved down here to go to UVU. I've been very passionate about the Volkswagen brand. I owned a 2013 GTI, and then now I currently own a 2015 GTI. And one thing I wanted to do today is just take a moment to tribute the 2017 GLI. The GLI is a car that's very interesting. If you're familiar with the Jetta, the GLI is a 2.0 turbocharged version of the Jetta. So it's got a bigger engine, 200 horsepower, 207 foot-pounds of torque. One thing I like about it is if you see those Jettas over there, this one's got cosmetic upgrades. So like down here, you'll notice that the bumper has sensors, fog lights, a honeycomb construction, which was new in 2015 that they continued on the newer body style. It also has that red line. That's basically a tribute of the racing heritage that you'll see on the GLI. Moving around the side, you'll notice it has 18-inch rims, red brake calipers. It also has the GLI badging here. Those are all-season tires. They're Continentals, so they're going to be absolutely fantastic in the snow and wintertime. The cool thing about the GLI is you have the keys in your pocket. You literally walk up to the door, and it opens the door through the keyless access. It also has blind spot monitors too. On the inside, you'll notice that it has a GLI trim on your skid plating. It also has gloss black, piano black I should say, inserts. It will also have aluminum pedals. The seats are really nice. They have basically you'll see here that it has really tight grooves. They're sport seating made out of VTEX leatherette. It's synthetic, so it lasts a lot longer than what you would see on your standard seats. But one thing I really like about this one is you'll notice it is a 6-speed manual transmission. So a lot of cars are turning away from the manual transmission, but nowadays we're noticing that Volkswagen actually stays true to its heritage. They offer a manual transmission in the standard Jetta S all the way up to the GLI. So that's one thing that you can actually find. If you prefer an automatic, there is a 6-speed DSG dual shifting gearbox or direct shift gearbox available, but I definitely recommend this one in a manual, as not only is it more fun to drive, but it's more spirited. So continuing on, this one, the GLI only comes standard in one trim level. It's called the SE package. Previously it was known as the Autobahn package. The SE is going to give you, like we mentioned before, the rims, also a moonroof, and then one thing I really like is the sound system. There's a subwoofer in the trunk, and it is a 600-watt subwoofer with 8 speakers. So that's one thing that's nice. You'll notice a little lip spoiler in the back. That's just a little upgrade that they put on it that's standard on 17 GLIs. The LED taillights are really nice. That's one thing that I do like about this car, is when you hit the brakes, they're very visual. Also, it's got the exhaust tips on the bottom, which are chrome. It has sensors and chrome on the side. So just a lot of things that really make the car look a lot nicer. One thing I forgot to tell you about is on the inside, it actually has dual climate control. So driver and passenger can change the climate control, and that screen, that's going to be the upgraded Composition 2 media. It has navigation, but if you plug your smartphone into the car, you can actually stream Google Maps, and you can use Pandora, other supported applications via voice. So that's a new feature we saw come out last year that is now standard on the 17 GLI. So one thing I want to do is just talk a little bit about safety. So one thing that I love about Volkswagen, I'll pop the trunk here, sorry, not the trunk, the hood, so you can see more of the construction on the inside. Volkswagen has always taken safety to a higher level. If you're looking at competing brands such as like Hondas, Toyotas, when it comes to the GLI, really the majority of comparisons that I see customers make is they're usually looking at Audis. And so they're looking at a higher line German car, whereas this GLI, it's brand new. It's going to cost you about $30,000, and then you have discounts on top of that. So for the deal, it's just a better option because you're getting the 2.0 turbo, which is the same engine that the A4 has, and you can get it in manual. You cannot find that anymore in an Audi. The engine, TSI, that's turbo straight injected, so that just means that you're going to have more power and more boost. What's cool is your turbo kicks in at 1700 RPMs. Japanese competitors don't kick in until around 2400 if you're looking at a WRX. So it means you're going to access your turbo at lower RPMs, which is going to give you more of a spirited drive. Your battery is under a blanket. That's to protect it from corrosion on your terminals. You got your fuse box, you got your air intake, dipstick. It's really easy to get to your washer fluid as well as your coolant. But the thing I like the most that I wanted to talk to you about safety is the engineering that the Germans have put in the front end. It's crash optimized. That means that if you're to get it on a head-on-head impact, it's actually going to redistribute the force around the frame, and then this engine is going to push down through the ground so it doesn't come in and crush your legs. It's part of the intelligent crash response. It all is just a passive safety that keeps you safe in case you were to get into an impact. I've had a lot of my clients in the past get into front end collisions, and one thing that they've noticed is that impact falls on the back. It comes into a crumple zone back here. So instead of it going inward, it goes outward, and it's saved a lot of their lives. So if you're looking for performance, if you're looking for safety, I definitely recommend a Volkswagen. But if you want something that's more fun to drive, the 2017 GLI SE in a manual, it's definitely the way to go. But I appreciate your time, appreciate you tuning in, look forward to talking to you again.